And I support the idea that we need to be putting more resources into the lives of children outside of school. But I am taking issue with the idea that schools cannot do more, right? And make it very, very clear that some of the scholars with whom I'm taking issue are excellent scholars. More than that, they're excellent activists. They're people who want their scholarship to make a difference in the world. They want to do something about inequality. Nonetheless, I think they significantly underestimate what schools can do for children in poverty. We can acknowledge that poverty has a profound, that family and neighborhood have profound influence on children. That's different from answering the question about the power of schools to disrupt that process. Right? One doesn't automatically translate into the other. And the point I want to make is that the weight of contemporary evidence is increasingly, schools can do a great deal more for the most disadvantaged children than many of us have previously thought. You know the importance of culture, right? If you can't work with your colleagues, if the fifth grade teacher won't talk to the third grade teacher, if you don't have cooperation with one another, if parents think they're going to be insulted every time they walk in the building, you can have all the policies that you want, right? All the programs that you want. Then you can have even all the resources that you want. If you don't have the relationships. And supportive beliefs, right? And I will just say that this starts with believing that these kids can do it too if they get the right support. And I think we have to start being clearer about the way race interferes with the ability to see capacity, right? It is just that simple. We had some strong research last year that says given students of equal measured ability, Black teachers nationally are 3 times more likely to assign a student to gifted classes, right? That is a powerful statement, right? That means giftedness is not being seen by some people when it comes in a certain racial package, right? The one that utterly slays me, right? The research which says that consistently Black girls with dark complexions are punished more harshly for the same offense than Black girls with light complexions, right? Now, if you go into these schools, they will all tell you they are colorblind, right? Every single school in America, I have been in them all. They all say they're colorblind, right? And yet we see, even at the level of complexion, teachers are doing something. And I know how much goodwill there is out there. I know this is not about intentionality, but I'm saying that we have something deep within us. Teachers and us too, right? Which makes our beliefs about children's capacity subject to our racial heritage, our racial history. We have to learn to deal with that. And I understand, like you understand, that in these times, which faux austerity, that's the way, some of this austerity is artificial, right? But nonetheless, this is where we are. In these times, I understand that people immediately respond, we can't afford this, we can't afford that. No more, the money isn't there. All I can do is refer them to the words of America's greatest child psychologist, Mark Twain. I love this, obviously. Every time you stop a school, you'll have to build a jail. What you gain at one end, you lose at the other. It's like feeding a dog on his own tail. It won't fatten the dog. I take that to mean that if we understand what kids can do, if we understand what teachers can do, those of us who do understand have to find some way to insist that our policymakers make those resources available so that they can do that.